Good morning, Rabbi The Rav Hai Gaon, Rabbi Tanai Gaon, the Geonim, they bring a minhag that we do Erev Yom Kippur. Is known as Kapparot. Where we go in, they take a chicken, we wave it around a person's head, as Chalichamatcha, Zet Chumatcha, Zet Kapparatcha, and we say this chicken will go to death and the person will go to Chaim Tum Shalom. Now this minhag, the idea behind it, Marival writes that it's supposed to be that a person is supposed to see and think about how the chicken is going to go through the 4 mitot midin. He's going to get held by the neck, which is like henek. He's supposed to get the shechita, which is like hereg. He's supposed to be thrown to the ground like stoning, skila, and they're going to remove his feathers through hot water afterwards, and that is like serifa. So therefore a person thinks of all these things, and it makes him do teshuvah, makes a person think that this was supposed to be me, getting all this punishment for all the sins I did, and make me change my ways. Even though the Rashba and the Ramban also spoke very against this minhag. They said it's not a good minhag. They said that it's similar to Darchei Mori. It's like people used to believe, all my sins go on the chicken. It's a substitution. The sins will go on the chicken and I'm free to go. Chaz v'shalom. So therefore it's a mistake. And if you look in Siman Taf Resh Hey, Maran says, Yesh le'imana minhag. Maran also says that you should refrain from doing such a minhag. However, minhag Israel, it's not like Maran, the Rosh, Rashi, the Mordechai, or Zarua. Many of the Rishonim say it's good to do this minhag, and therefore even the Arizal Shar Kavanot also says it should be the Kapparot should be done in a chicken. You know that Gaver in Aramaic is a chicken. It's similar to Gever, a man. It's a corresponding one to the other. The white chicken represents purity, and chicken is a very cheap thing to be able to do this minhag with. But obviously, as it's done k'halacha, you have to do kisui adam, you have to cover the blood whenever you do shechita on a chicken. It has to be the bracha. It has to be done that the shohet checks his knives before or after he does the shechita to make sure there's no nicks on the knife, that there's no pkimot. And also, it has to be done that the other chickens should not see the chicken get slaughtered. According to Maran, it could lead to trefot. That a chicken sees the other chicken get slaughtered. It's very, very hamur. And the Yovel Yashiv, alav shalom, one of the great achronim we had, he writes about how sometimes these people who have kapparot, you come to them, you hire them to do kapparot for you, and they take the chicken and they swing it around your head, and then they put it back in the cage, and they don't do shechita there. And furthermore, even that, they take the same chicken many times for different people, and it's considered you're not doing the minhag properly. And number two, he's stealing from people. They bought the chicken with the money, they're paying for the chicken, it's theirs, and they meant for you to go give it to Aniyim, and you're using it again and again for multiple people, and it's not yours anymore. The guy bought it, therefore you're supposed to help him to donate to tzedakah, and now you're using it for other people to charge them more. It's considered gneva, it's considered stealing. So it's not right that people should use the same chicken for multiple people. Okay, even if the shechita is later, but at least different chicken for a different person. Why are you using the same? At the end of the day, it's just like you're doing like an airplane upon the guy's head. Samanot. It's not really. You don't really gain anything. So therefore, you should do the minhag properly, which is that each person gets his own chicken. The minhag is that if you have a pregnant woman, you get 3 chickens. Right? For a man, you get a male chicken. For a female, you get a hen. And for a pregnant woman, we don't know what the baby is, so we get a female and the male and a female again. So 3 chickens total. That way, we don't know what the baby is. Maybe a boy, maybe a girl. And a person should do the minhag properly. The Ben Ish Chai actually writes it should be done Erev Yom Kippur, B'Hashmonas Haboker after Slichot. So this was a very hard time to do the Kapparot. But he writes that in minhag in Baghdad he used to hire 30 shohatim. 30 shohatim. They used to start right after the nightfall. Tzedek Chavim. They would do shechita for the whole city of Baghdad. The whole night they would do Kapparot. And he writes it's very difficult that you have so many shohatim to do the whole city, and you have to check the knives, and they were doing shechita all night long. They would stop maybe like 2-3 hours before sunrise. They would stop. That's how many kapparot they had to do, because everybody wanted to do it Erev Yom Kippur. But the person, if he's going to be in a situation where it's going to lead to breaking of the halachas, then it's better to do it before Yom Kippur. Do it during the Seder Teshuvah, and not run into these issues as trying to squeeze it in Erev Yom Kippur. And then for sure, the Hayei Adam later came and he said, do it on kesef, do it on money, do kapparot on money. Therefore, you avoid all these issues with the chickens, and it also counts. However, and even the Ramban, even the Rashba would agree that money would be better, and the people don't believe that that the sins go on the money. Even though the money gives tzedakah is a zechut, but people used to believe that the chicken would take the sins. So therefore, the Ramban and the Rashba seemingly would agree that the kapparot and money is less of an issue. But a person should try to fulfill this minhag. Even when you give money, you should try to give the worth of one chicken. What is it, $8, $10, whatever it is? A person should give it tzedakah to needy avrechim, people who are learning Torah and they need parnasah. This is the best place to give your tzedakah. Baruch Naolam. Amen. Amen.